hopefully on the MPP. Gonna be a sad day when he gives it up.
Yeah, it's up there with LeBron James retiring
And
pretty
John
soon, man.
Jones.
Yeah, John Jones is gone. I mean, we're just losing legends left and
Yeah,
right. We're gonna lose LeBron. We just lost John
Curry.
Jones. Curry's gonna be yeah. Chris
Yeah.
Paul's gonna be KD's probably right around the corner also. Like,
And then Joey
and
Chestnut.
any football.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MPP, the Noam Patrick podcast, and this is episode number 39. 39. Hopefully, everyone's having a great week. A lot of NBA has happened just because we had the draft on Thursday and yesterday, and we had a trade today and a couple free agent signings or re-signings, whatever you want to put it. Um, and I guess one MLB topic.
Yeah,
Other than that, nothing really much has happened this week. So, um, yeah, that's it for the opening. Let's jump right into the NBA draft. I will pull up the first round. Um, no surprise here. Cooper Flag. He was gonna go number one. Um, it was been like this for 3 months, right? 2 months, 3 months,
yeah. It would have been absolutely insane if he didn't go number one
or they traded the pick.
or the trade of the pick.
So none of that happened. Cooper Flag going to Dallas. Their next young superstar, and the team's not looking too bad when everyone's healthy. So see how it goes.
Yeah, they're probably gonna miss Kyrie until March, maybe February
Yep.
with his ACL injury. Um, yeah, like you said, Gafford signed back 3 years, 60 mil. Davis, he stays healthy. It's just point. I don't. I guess they have who they have. They had Dante Exum. They had
Yeah.
Hardy or Harvey. Can't remember his name.
Or
A guard they got a couple years ago
yeah.
in the draft. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe we see Cooper Flag play a little point at some point here. Supposed to be pretty solid, all around player. A lot of people comparing him to LeBron, but not as much to LeBron as Ben Simmons was. That was absolutely insane how much people said Ben Simmons was like LeBron, and it didn't work. Didn't we see how that turned out? So,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
yeah, look forward to seeing Cooper play in the NBA.
Yeah, and then second was Dylan Harper. Also we did a mock draft. I can't remember how it went or
Exactly,
how
yeah.
many
But the
picks
first four or first three,
I think we both got.
yeah, yeah, I got the first four, and then Ace Bailey I had six, and he went with five.
Yeah, I mean Dylan Harper, VJ Edgecombe, and Con Knuppel, all great. Ace Bailey, of course, was the talk before the draft, leading up. He wasn't doing his workouts with certain teams. The Jazz wasn't even one of the teams that he was interested in going to, and of course, good old Jazz drafted him. I mean, Ace Bailey's good. You're getting a good defender, good wing player, but we'll see what happens with Ace Bailey since he didn't really want to go there.
Yeah, Ace Bailey might be probably the best offensive player in the draft. Um, it's like 6'10", 6'8", small forward, KD like, midi. So I think he'll end up being pretty good, but he did have some drama not showing up to workouts. I think one of the teams specifically he didn't want to go to was the Jazz. He was trying to avoid going to the Jazz, like you said, and they said, "We do not care. You are a Utah Jazz player." Um, but
Oh,
Dylan Harper second, like you said, interesting how what they're gonna do there at the guard position. They have Fox, Harper, and Stephon Castle. So if anyone gets traded, it's most likely going to be Fox again. And yeah, Con Knupple's supposed to be a pretty good fit over there. Off ball guy, LaMelo. holds on to the ball a lot, so he can knock down those open jumpers. Might be the one of the best picks the Hornets have had in a very long time. I don't even know the last time the Hornets have hit on a pick other than LaMelo, and even LaMelo is kind of shaky because his injury history. Brandon Miller's only been in the league a couple years, but last year he was looking pretty good
Yep.
before his injury.
Yep. Yeah, and after that we have Trey Johnson, Jeremiah Fears, which supposedly Jeremiah Fears chose the number 0, so of course it's Fears nothing or
Nice,
0. Yeah, that was a big
nice.
that I saw, and that's if that's making news, it's a pretty slow week.
I mean, whatever gets you going, I guess, right?
Exactly. Something
Everyone has to have something to motivate them.
exactly. Something has to come from something. But Brooklyn Nets had 5 first round picks, which is insane. Um, Surprised they didn't really trade any of them. Of course the
The
draft.
people thought they were at least going to either trade up or
Yeah.
trade for future picks. Because I mean, five in one draft, you don't need five picks in an NBA first draft.
Yeah, I was telling Noah and Daniel that they basically picked a whole bench lineup in the
Yeah,
first round, which is
technically they
insane.
have a starting lineup.
Yeah.
They really want to start these five guys.
Yep. But Igor Demon, BYU guard, supposed to be pretty good. Um, a lot of people didn't really like the pick either, which is kind of surprising. Also with Colin Murray Boyles, I guess he didn't want to go to the Raptors either, but he's going. So,
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go either center or point guard because they only have Podol, Jakob Podol, who I
yeah,
think might be on his last year. I'm not sure. And then they had only Emmanuel Quickly, and then like head, like something cheat or head. I can't remember the backup point guard, but I mean, come on. You could have got some people might say the steal of the draft. Kasparis Jakušionis had 20 to the Heat, but yeah, they went with the guy who didn't even want to be there.
yeah. The Rockets got or they traded him to the
Suns.
Suns, right? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Kaman Moliach, uh, going to the Suns, which is interesting. They have Aiton and they have
They
no,
don't
they
have
don't have
any.
Aiton. Wrong team. They have Plumlee, right? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think the Phoenix really needed a center, but then a weird thing, they drafted the center, and then right after they got Mark Williams from the
That's
Hornets
right.
for
Yeah,
a future first, which another first they're not going to have down the line. I don't know
this guy just doesn't care about his first
when
round
they get.
picks.
I don't know when they're going to pick for in a first round again because they're. I don't think they're going to be very good for a while here.
Yeah, wouldn't
But
you
yeah,
think?
popular
Yeah,
pick there.
exactly. But wouldn't you think you would want first round picks? They don't even have to be good first round picks, but just first round picks.
Something. Yeah, you just because they're not expected to be very good. Yeah, but hey, I don't know.
And
But
then
it's interesting to see what happens there.
yeah, Cedric Coward going to Coward going to the Grizzlies, which people think this is a great pick by or a great trade for the Grizzlies. Someone gave this player a A++ grade, which I don't know I don't know much about. So,
Yeah, I know. I saw that he has like one of the best stories I think
hmm
of the players picked, but I honestly have not heard much about this guy. But yeah, it's I guess this they got their guy. That's why they were willing to trade Desmond Bain. They go ahead and get a forward slash guard here in the draft. But Bulls get Noah Senge, a project pick. I was a little surprised it went there, but he has potential to be a very good player. Dropping to 12. A lot of people that had him going top 10 there. Derek Queen getting traded to the Pelicans. The Pelicans had a couple guys like we said earlier, Jeremiah Fears, and now Derek Queen. So filling out that roster after they traded away CJ McCollum and um, Kelly Olynyk for Jordan Poole. But I think the biggest surprise of the draft, Yang Hansen to the Blazers. Shout out to Portland. But it's like extremely surprising here because they have Klingon, who they drafted last year. They have Aiton. They have Robert Williams the third. So they have now four centers on the roster. Obviously, Aiton and Williams have been in like trade rumors a lot, but I think they had other positions they probably could have tried to get to fill out the roster. But
Yeah.
he's
Suppose
being compared to the Chinese Jokic.
yeah, which is wild. Um he's got some moves and he's got some height too.
Hey, yeah, his highlights look pretty good.
Yeah. 7'1", that's what it is.
9'3"
7'1".
standing reach. It's a big dude.
It is, yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do in Portland. I'm sure they have to trade him. There's no way you start the season with four big men on the roster unless you're pulling like a Timberwolves, Gobert, and Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I sent a photo to our chat, and like just look at how many like trades are from like in this draft. Like this is crazy. I feel like it's going to be like this the next 3 years, where teams are just trading all these first round picks and second round picks. So not I don't know when the next clean draft is going to be. I wonder. Probably
It does
never.
make it fun to watch, though. You know, you get
Yeah.
to you're like, oh, why did they trade this for who? But
Yeah.
um, yeah, a lot of trades. Crazy, crazy amount of trades. Only the top nine. There's only like 11 original picks in the first round,
Yep.
and the Bulls only have their original pick because they traded for it back. So
They weren't even gonna have it.
yeah,
Anyone else in the first round? I think this guy from Penn State is the first player to get drafted in the first round from Penn State, which is crazy in all their years.
Jace Richardson might be a nice little steal of the draft right there. Um, to who was it? The Clippers or Magic? The Magic got him.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's a
they
nice little.
put their new logo on there. Damn,
Yeah, I was trying to
I
figure
couldn't.
it
Yeah, I
out. I
couldn't
couldn't
figure it out.
tell.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, but what else? I mean, Igor Demon, real quick. Best passer for the Nets, but best passer in the draft for the Nets, but not very good anywhere else. So that's why at nine it was a little, or eight it was a little interesting. And then they went right back again and picked another guard, who can't shoot. Nolan Traore out of France, and they went out a guy from Israel here, another guard, shooting guard, forward. Um, no one really knew about there. So yeah,
inconsistent perimeter shooting. Great
a lot of their picks are all like inconsistent at this, not great at this.
turnovers were a problem.
Some things to prove as a shooter, you know, like shots 50% from the free throw line. But yeah, I mean, no huge surprises, I think, other than Young Hansen and every Nets pick. And Kasparis Jakusionis falling to 20 was interesting.
Yeah.
He was like a top five, top 10 ranked, or people thought he was going to go in the lottery for sure and dropped out. So yeah,
Yeah. And of course, the Warriors had the 41 pick, and then they traded it to Phoenix for two picks for a pick late in the round, and then I think next year. So
nice.
yeah,
So they got Alex Tui.
Tui. Yeah, he's supposed to be. a quiet, no one really knew about this guy, but he's a great shooter. And of course, 6'8", wing player.
Just all potential.
Just an average athlete.
Yeah. Anyone really stands out second round? Johnny Broom from Auburn. Um, I don't really like this guy. He's like one of the worst shooters, shooting big men. I don't know. He kind of reminds me of Jahlil Okafor, and he's also like 25. So
Yeah, should be. Yeah, I mean, he was great during the tournament, but
yeah, that's how he got picked second round. It's like I feel like second round is a lot of the guys who just kind of came out of nowhere during the tournament
yeah.
or overseas guys.
Yeah, I mean, all these guys are going to be G League two-way players, so
Yeah,
maybe.
Lakers had someone people were Adu Tero. People are excited about him. 6'6" forward.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Summer League, Bronny's going up against the first picks, I
Cooper.
think, right? Yeah, Cooper Flag and who's the second guy? Dylan Harper? Yeah, like his first two G League games are against the top two picks, so
Shout out
everyone's
to
hyped
Bronny.
about it. We'll see how Bronny James does.
Second
His
year, baby.
second year.
I
Can't
think Bronny
wait.
will be pretty good. So I mean, we'll see how he is in summer league, how much he can play summer league. I'm assuming he should play a lot because they want to see what they have from him. He was coming off of that heart surgery last year, so he was just really getting back into the game. Now he's had a full year of recovery time, year and a half, longer than a year. Now I get to see what he can do against these top picks in the draft
Yeah, he
and the second
definitely
round pick last year.
he had some highlights at the end of the G League season. I think he was really finding his foot on the team. So
He was dropping like 30, almost 30 to 40 points every night or every game he was playing. So,
yeah,
um, he can score in the G League at least. So hopefully it translates. I'm gonna just go to your topic, then mine last.
yeah. Couple free agent signings that happened since we did the uh mock draft preview. Davion Mitchell's returning to Miami on a 2-year, $24 million deal. Um, Sam Merrill got a 4-year, 38 million contract to the Cleveland, which is interesting because they just traded Isaac Okoro to the Bulls for Lonzo Ball, Noah's
Yeah,
boy.
I'm wondering if there's more to it that hasn't come out yet, or it's just straight up. Because if it's straight up, this front office is absolutely just stupid. Like people were offering a first round pick for Lonzo at the trade deadline. Same thing with Caruso last time when they traded him for Kitty. But like, why not get a first round pick for Lonzo? I don't understand. Isaac Okoro, nothing special. I would rather have Lonzo on the team, honestly. Um,
Yeah, of course, Lonzo was injured most of the year last year, but
they signed him to an extension, and it was like a good
yeah,
deal. It was like 10 mil a year. And I was like, oh, this guy can play. He's good.
yeah, but now everyone's like, "Oh my God, Lonzo's going to be on a good team finally." So we'll see what happens there and how he
It's definitely
fits
going
in
to be
that
their backup
rotation.
point.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe like, yeah, but Sam Merrill played really well last year. Um, so I can see why they just decided to stick with him and then give up on Okoro there.
Yeah, a couple more things. Naz Reid agreed to a new deal, 5-year,
Crazy.
$125 million. Most of the year he was coming off the bench. I think he started a couple playoff games, I think, versus the Nuggets, maybe.
Or the Lakers. I don't know. He
The
played out of
Lakers,
his
yeah.
mind against the Lakers. Like
Yeah.
out of his mind. Um,
And
and
that's
then they
how
kind of
these
just fell
people
off.
and that's how these players get contracts. They have a
Yeah,
big playoff season, big push, so this is how they get paid. If you have a great year, um, teams want to keep you. But I think Naz Reid is good. ESPN's giving them a C minus grade, probably just because of how much money.
yeah. If Julius Randle wasn't there, he's easily the starter, power forward. I mean, he's overall. I mean, great handle for a big man. You've seen him; he can shoot. So great rebounder. I'm fine with this. I think it's a lot of money though for a six man or a seventh man, but you can probably slot him right in if Julius Randle leaves. I don't know what Julius Randle's contract is, but in the next couple of years or next year,
Yeah,
and who knows what contracts are going to be like the next couple of years.
exactly. I mean,
They're
they
going to
said Cooper
be
Flag and
overpaying.
yeah, Cooper Flag in 2 years or 3 years is gonna like total contract's gonna be over 500 million, which is
It's
insane.
crazy.
Yeah. Um, what else here? Fred Van Vliet returning on a deal to the Rockets. The Golden State Warriors qualifying offer to Jonathan Kuminga is 7.9 million, just making him a restricted free agent. That means they can match, right? If someone offers.
Yeah.
But they needed
And
to
then
at
they
least put a contract out there, so I mean,
uh
7.9 is very low, I feel like. So we'll
yeah,
see.
there's no way he accepts it or
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Anything else that you've heard or
yeah, Davion Mitchell going staying with the Heat for 24 mil. I don't know how many years, probably like a 3 year deal. He was another guy who had a really good play-in
yeah,
series, and he
two
played
years.
good in the he played good in the playoffs. So earned himself a good contract there. So he's a good defensive minded guard, kind of like a better shooting Patrick Beverly, I'd say.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just looking at Sham's Twitter. Shout out to Garrett Temple. I haven't heard this guy in a while, but 1 year deal with Toronto.
I thought he wasn't in the league anymore, but maybe I'm thinking of Otto Porter Jr.
Yeah,
I don't think he's in the league.
he's just chilling on the bench in Toronto. I think for the last he's one of those. He's like James Johnson. He's a vet presence.
Exactly. Hadanis Haslam.
Udonis Haslem, yeah.
No.
Udonis Haslem was on that team for just because I think he was a Heat for life. They just kept saying, "Hey, just come on back and war
Yeah.
up that 12 spot."
League minimum. Not going
Yeah,
anywhere.
it's like
Five
there's no
star
one else,
hotels.
no one else better, so might as well just keep you here for the vet presence.
It's
Basically, an
wild.
extra coach.
Yep. And a mentor. A cheap mentor.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's it for now. Free agency is going to be starting pretty soon, next couple weeks. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah. And that's it for the NBA. And I know Noah has one more topic that we'll get to in this episode.
Yeah, so if you haven't heard, last week or a few days ago, Ketel Marte, the Diamondbacks and the White Sox were playing. Ketel Marte was seen crying on the field. No one really knew what it was about until later on in the game. We found out that a fan was yelling at him about his mom who had died in a car accident, I believe, in 2017. So Ketel Marte emotional throughout the game, and the luckily the White Sox quickly found him and banned the fan, and he is now banned from all MLB ballparks. Um, I think it's completely right to do this. I don't understand. It's never, first of all, it's never this serious, guys. Okay? Like, just
Yeah.
enjoy the game. You're a White Sox first for this guy specifically. If you're a White Sox fan, you have nothing to say here. Like, what are you doing? Your team is
Yeah.
awful, and you're just um, yelling these insults or digs at a player. Like it's different when it's fun, right? But like this is like a personal thing for him. I don't know if he knew. this was a thing or not, but I feel like if you're specifically yelling something about a player's mother, you probably know that something has happened. I don't think this happens very often like
Yeah.
this. Another time this has happened was a Cleveland Guardians fan was banned for taunting Jarren Duran during a game. He was banned from Cleveland. I don't know if he's been banned from all MLB ballparks. I don't. I tried to find out, but I couldn't find it. But that was also after Jarren Duran, in a documentary, said he was battling with mental health, and they went at him for that. So it's pretty messed up stuff here. Like you're definitely hitting a soft spot. Um, Durant had a different reaction. Obviously, he was more angry than he was sad. But you know, these players are just people who make a lot of money. And just enjoy the game,
They all have
everybody.
feelings too, you know? It's not like
Exactly.
they're living a
Like,
high life every day. Well, they are,
like,
but they have personal stuff
like,
going on.
yeah, it shouldn't even have to be said. Like, if you wouldn't want someone saying this to you, why are you saying it to them? It's that simple. You learn this in preschool and kindergarten, right out of the womb. Just
Yeah.
treat people with respect.
Yeah.
There's a time, and I think people think that they're closer to the players than they really are. Like, obviously, I'm gonna joke around with Patrick more than I would just joke around with someone I see on the bus or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know the last time I took a bus in college, but just an example, someone I see on the side walking down the street, I'm not gonna just, you look stupid today, like I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever said that. I don't think I've ever said that to Patrick either. But like, like if I said that to Patrick, he'd probably laugh. He'd be like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah. Well, you're stupid or
Yeah, and he'd say, "You look stupid." And I'm like, "Okay, buddy, whatever you say." Four
um
eyes or something, like
yeah.
as I have glasses on too. Like it's just
Yeah.
like I don't understand. Just control yourselves, people. Like, come on.
Two things. I agree with everything that Noah said, but there was a video on TikTok of the fan
Yeah,
talking to the security guard. I don't know if you saw that one.
yeah,
Yeah, so people know what he looks like now, and you know, he can't get into any more games. So, and then the second thing was I forgot what I was gonna say actually about the second thing. Oh, there's another guy on TikTok that does like only funny and like happy heckling. I think he is a Giants fan,
yeah.
but he
I've
goes
seen
to the
that.
outfield and just yells at the players, but like nice taunting, and the players like it. So, you
Yeah,
know,
I'm trying to think of it. Like, I bet you only like pistachio ice cream, you bum. Something
yeah,
like that, like that's just they're just having a good time. It's completely
yeah,
different. Attacking someone's family, like especially family wise, no reason for that.
yeah.
But um, and everyone likes to say, "Oh, it's a free country. It's America. I can say whatever I want." Yeah, but there's consequences to your actions. Okay, everybody, just think about that. You can say what you want, but now you can't go to any more baseball games. So there you go. Say whatever you want now
Just so
from your
sad.
couch.
I would be so sad if I couldn't go
Yeah,
to
if I go,
any
if I
baseball
go,
games.
yeah, like, I mean, even if you don't go a lot, when you go, like, it's just to have a good time. It's just
It's fun.
everyone's just there to have a good time. Hopefully, if you're someone who's there to cause trouble, like, don't even show up. Like, it's just like, what's the point?
Yeah,
It's just to have a fun time. Doesn't matter if I'm at a Dodger game or anything. I'm not going to be heckling. Even if I do like it's a heckling, at least it's in good fun. Like it's not like a serious thing. So
yeah.
yeah, shout
That's
out
it.
to Ketel Marte having a
Yeah.
great year. It's
And
also
the
Jarren Duran
and
also
the
having a great year.
fans
So
rallied around him. White Sox fans rallied around him. So
yeah, it was
yeah,
great to see how fast everything happened. Like just literally the next couple hours, he was just banned from everything. So shout out to the White Sox for recovering, like from that situation, and um, like you said, the fans and all the players, and coaches. So
yeah. That is it for all our headlines this week. Let's finish off this episode with our favorite game that we like to play now. Uh, kind of hard sometimes, but in honor of the NBA draft, we're going
Caleb
back
Clark.
to.
Oh no. Looks like his long hair.
Does have long hair, like
like
a
it's like
ponytail.
bouncing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say D'Angelo Russell, but it looks like he's righty.
A
So
righty. Yeah. I wouldn't be against it if it was, yeah. I think it is a righty though.
Dort,
Okay. I don't think it is, but yeah, go ahead.
nice. None of them.
It's in the East. I'm trying to think of
Well,
just like a pure shooter. Like this guy just looks like a straight 3-point shooter. It doesn't do anything else. Just got snag and release. I don't think it's him, but maybe Austin Reed. Oh wait, no, that's the West still.
man, it's a smooth jump shot too. I
Yeah, I
mean,
just gotta throw out a
yeah,
East
just
player, I
throw out a name
think.
for me. Jordan Poole.
Uh, okay, yeah, it's throw out Jordan Poole.
It's not him. I can tell you that.
No, but let's get a little lay of the land here. Okay,
Got the division at least.
division, close to 13. It's not out here right now. Oh, Duncan Robinson, maybe is he in the Southeast? Yeah, I think.
Southeast, probably.
Why are the Wizards in the Southeast?
Well, I
Small
guess yeah,
forward.
they would be in Northeast, right?
Yeah. Is it it's a young guy. Ricochet? It's not USA.
Uh,
Ricochet's
French,
French,
French.
French. Call them Frenchers.
They
Yeah,
spell it.
Atlanta.
Dang,
CC. Yeah.
it is.
Oh,
Wow.
look at that.
Dang.
Hair's not that long.
No,
It looked like there was something bouncing right there.
I mean, I guess he's got longer hair, but yeah,
Yeah, no, it's not long enough to where it would be like, oh.
that's crazy. That was a good guess.
Oh, once I saw small forward, I was like, okay. And then I saw it wasn't USA. I was like, okay. And
That's
then I
smooth.
was
That's a
like,
smooth jump shot.
okay. Yo,
Just for Noah,
it looked good. Oh,
Donovan Solano.
it's always the first guess. The two hands. Finish with two hands.
Dan's pretty tall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea.
Pete Alonso.
I don't think so, but you can throw it out there. Just get an idea also. Gotta get someone out there. 30. In the AL,
U.S. born.
US born, first baseman. Or not a first baseman, sorry. Um,
Maybe a higher number
that's
than
not
20.
Portis. Lower than 20 number. I think it's an outfielder, maybe. I don't know.
Throw someone out here.
Um, Vaughn. I can't remember his first name. But he's a first baseman. Never mind. Let's go with. I'm only thinking of first baseman.
Third baseman.
He just looks like a
Outfield.
first baseman. Let's go with Jake Berger. I don't think it's Jake Berger, but let's go with Jake Berger. See if he's in the West.
Oh, that's a good guess. Another first baseman.
Oh, that was third.
There's
So he's not on the West,
AL West.
Central or East. Let me see him again real quick. Connor Wong, catcher for the Red Sox. Not a catcher.
AL East though, at least.
It's outfielder maybe. So I could,
Yankees, Rays, Toronto, Baltimore. 30 years
dang.
old.
Yeah. So it's
Maybe an outfielder.
I just know it's the Orioles, right? Because they're young. Toronto, who'd have gone Toronto? I don't think anybody. Has to be a Rays guy. I mean, I'm thinking like Yandy Diaz. I don't think it's no, because Danny Jensen's a catcher. I don't know if Yandy Diaz is 30. I think he might be older. He's also a first baseman and DH, so oh my God. He just has a first baseman stance.
You said not Toronto?
Oh, I don't know. You can check Toronto. I don't know who would be on Toronto. It might be Toronto.
I got a Mile Straw. I don't even know who that is.
See, look for righties. It's not Kirk. He's a catcher. Uh,
Righty, 30
Menace is a
years old.
lefty. Do it. It's probably him. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
It's so hard at these bench guys, bro.
Yeah, like what's his stats this year?
Baseball's so hard. Got so many players.
141 at bats, one home run.
Damn.
This is
This
his
was it.
home run
Yeah.
of the season
Shout-
so
Damn,
far.
off Grant Holmes.
Damn.
Shout out to the Braves.
Yeah, that is it. Hopefully everyone enjoys that. It's pretty hard. Baseball's hard. It's just so many options. Noah got the basketball jump shot, so but yeah. Another episode this week, another episode next week. And yeah, we'll see everyone then.